Hi Taurus, so I hope that you are doing well. This is a general reading for any sun, moon, or rising Taurus. We'll see the big ideas or awareness for the week. We'll get some guidance, look at possible outcomes, and we'll get additional information from the oracle cards. So let's just go ahead and get started with your reading. Okay, so for the awareness for the week, we have the World, major arcana. And so the World card, we see the woman here sitting on top of the world in a meditative pose. And so, you know, when we see the World in a reading, it's about completion. It's about you working on projects, on your goals, on something where you have taken it from start to finish, and now you are able to enjoy the reward and the accomplishment for what you've achieved. And so there's a sense here of recognition. There's a sense of feeling fulfillment, of feeling content with what you've been able to do. And it's time to celebrate. It's time to feel good about what you've done and to take that confidence. And with the World, you know, there's a sense that, yes, we have projects, we have hopes, we have dreams. And then they kind of come to a close, and this is where this is right now. And it's a matter of, what are you thinking about next for yourself? What's the next hope or dream that you wish to accomplish? You know, this is not a one and done scenario, so keep at it. But this is to celebrate your ability to go through the process of bringing something to completion and feeling good about it. So the other piece of the awareness or the big ideas of the week, we have the Eight of Wands. We see the horses here moving it out, and you know, the Eight of Wands is about activity, about movement of projects either in motion and either coming to a close, or maybe you're beginning to start something new. And so there's this sense of high energy being devoted to your, whether it's your relationship or your hobbies or it's your work. This is, things are in motion. You may feel that the pace is picking up. You may feel that you're quite busy. The other piece about the Eight of Wands, it's about communication. So for this week, pay attention to how you communicate with others. Be clear, be thorough. Many different ways that we do communicate, through text, letters, emails, phone calls. You know, express yourself clearly of what you need or what you want or what you want to say. So now we're going to choose two cards for guidance. And so for guidance, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And this is really a card about finances, resources, investments, and it goes to the work that you do with respect to your finances, but it also extends to your family, you know, of looking out for the welfare and the security and the firm foundation for family. So whether you are taking the time to check in with your accountant or your broker, looking at real estate, or tending to things at home to take care of the home front. The Ten of Pentacles is a focus on finances and building a foundation for the family, a legacy, so that there is security for the generations, your children, your grandchildren, as well as the security and the finances to take care of elders as well. So here we have this sense of things are busy. You're either starting new projects, or maybe they're coming to a close, and then that starts the process over. And here we have a focus this week on family, resources, time, money, investments, the bottom line, really. And we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, we see the woman here crossed with the two swords crossing her heart and her chest. She's blindfolded. And this is often, sometimes you're at a fork in the road and you don't know which way to go. Or you're unable to clearly see a decision that needs to be made. You might need more time. You may need to just table it for now and come back to it later. This could be a situation where maybe you don't want to see or have to deal with having to make a decision. Not all of our decisions are pleasant, and sometimes we have to make tough decisions, and it's like, who wants to do that? And so, you may be delaying, or you may be just not dealing with it at this moment, but often this is a sense of having to make a choice, and perhaps not being confident in the choice that you're thinking about and you need more time, but you really feel at a point where you just can't move forward from this feeling. Okay, let's look at possible outcomes. So I like what we have for possible outcomes. We have the Ten of Cups. So it's another 10 card. And again, a focus on family. So while we had the Ten of Pentacles, which focuses on the foundation, the security, the abundance, the money, the home front of the family, and the welfare for generations to come, here's the celebration of loving your family, of having a loving family, counting your blessings, being part of a community, and a community that perhaps has children, or however you define your family. This is what you've sought and this is what you want. And here you're able to express how you feel. You're able to take comfort. And honestly, the hard work that you do in your life to be able to put in a position to care for your family or to provide for a family certainly makes the work feel better. If that makes any sense, more palatable. So 2 10 cards of relating to family. So your family, however you define your family, it is an area for you to really focus on for the week. And then we have the Ace of Swords, a gift or blessing from the universe. And this gift or blessing is with respect to how you think and using your intelligence, your reason, your analytical and critical thinking to help you make decisions. And it's basing decisions on objective information or data versus relying on your emotions or gossip or hearsay or, circumstantial evidence. This is really about focusing on what is there, what's there in writing, what do you know, and how can you move forward in making a choice or decision. You're going to use the sharpness of this steel to really crack through and to cut away the points or the matters or the instances where it doesn't apply or it doesn't help you. Slice it and leave it off. Deal with the information at hand in order for you to make a decision. And similar to this sense of communication, the Ace of Swords is also about clarity, finding clarity, expressing yourself very clearly. So paying attention to your communication, and here, using this Ace of Swords is really going to put you in a position to be able to express yourself, to articulate your thoughts, if you have a strategy to solve an existing problem at work, at home, with friends, then you can apply this and use it to your benefit. And I would also say, swords, this air energy of that this Ace of Swords can help bring some focus and direction in making a decision if you're faced with making a decision this week. a very interesting spread for you relating to family matters and communication, I would say, and celebrate. You've accomplished something, you've done something that you should be proud of, that you should feel good about, that others may notice. You know, it's your world, you're on top of it. What's next for you? And now let's choose an oracle card for meditation point or focus area for the week. The map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. I love this card. I love the idea of being authentic to yourself, to your hopes, to your dreams, of being inspired and pursuing that. And the free will is important because while the universe leads us in a certain direction, ultimately it's up to us to take responsibility and to take charge and to make your own map, to really create your own map, your own path. So think about how you're going to do that, particularly after the world. And so now I'm going to choose a card for spirit or emotional self. See only love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. You're resolute. Focus upon the love that underlies every situation, brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Whoops, let me get that in the camera there. So seeing the love, it's really seeing the best in people and looking past the superficial nature that sometimes we get caught up on. Here's an opportunity for you to look for the kindness and the consideration and the love within others, even when maybe they're not acting in a loving way. And finally, since we're talking about love, let's choose an oracle for love. Commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. And I think this commitment is also a big part of being authentic to yourself, of really finding your purpose and moving forward to it and committing to your own beliefs. And again, when you demonstrate see only love, then you get a greater understanding, I think, of people. And if you're coming from a place of seeing only love and looking to be a loving person, then that vibration again goes out to the world and it comes back to you tenfold. This is what I have for you for the week, and I hope that you found something helpful here or something that resonates with you. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, or comment. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you have a super week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.